But isn't it amazing that we're talking MMA fighters this whole time? We're not,
Yeah.
and I know we're not as big into boxing, but I'm just saying, like, this model that he has figured out, and people get confused. They think
because for me, I want an MMA fighter to go get him.
I know. This is what I'm saying. It's become MMA versus this guy, right? He
created this, but for us that love the sport, we're like, no. If Ben was the first guy to go represent us as a sport, we need to send somebody real now to get him. We need to send somebody real. We need to, as Dana, when I see Dana this weekend, I'll be like, hey man, let's send a guy over there. Let's send somebody real.
And it will make a boatload of money. It will do better than any pay-per-view out there because he has been able to connect with people.
Let's go get somebody. Let's send somebody real out there for this dude.
But guess what?
It don't even have to be Paulo Costa or one of them dudes that are in the top 5. Let's just send him somebody on the fringe of the top 20 and see how real he is.
Conor McGregor blasts USADA for sweeping Nate Diaz drug violations under the carpet. He wrote on Twitter, USADA tested me right before this. McGregor wrote, blood and urine. That's twice this week. I don't blame them. I'm an animal. What irks me though is there is never an announcement of athletes caught anymore. This means one, they can keep it quiet too. Tainted supplement bullshit excuses are accepted.
Alright guys, I'm taking a huge step in my life. This is a big change I made. Some people may be offended. Some people may be proud. Thinking my boy Brendan Allen's probably gonna be proud. But I'm probably gonna have a lot of haters. But I'm finally done it, guys. I caved in. And I got Crocs.
Do you regret taking the fight?
No, not at all. It's like, so I figured you were gonna ask that question. And the only reason I would not have taken the fight, one and only reason, actually happened, right? And the reason is the ability to be, or the ability to have an embarrassing moment. And that's a terrible reason not to do it, in my opinion. Like I said, I said the main 2 reasons I'm gonna take it, because I'm getting paid really well. And I thought it was a fun opportunity. I still think it was both of those things. I mean, there was certain things about in the 11 weeks leading up to it that kind of stressed me out because some things weren't really well organized. But overall, I really enjoyed myself and I made a lot of money. And unfortunately, I didn't get the result I wanted to. But again, Monday afterwards, I'm just going to go back to my regular everyday life.
You mentioned an interesting word there, embarrassed. I'm wondering if you are more embarrassed, if at all, by this result than the Masvidal fight.
I would say they're equally embarrassing. The Masvidal fight obviously meant a lot more to me. I mean, this was a fight that had little significance in my life. And the Masvidal fight had gigantic significance. You know, my Masvidal fight, if I won that, I was going to fight for the UFC title, which was the only belt at that point that I hadn't held. And if I go on, to win it, then, I'm the first person to kind of, I don't even say unify, but collect all 3 of those major belts. I'm the first person to do it. So, yeah, I mean, the Masvidal match mattered a lot more to me. We're talking about just significantly from an embarrassing standpoint. I think they're probably equally as embarrassing.
Now, going back to this weekend again, you have Drakkar Klose and Jeremy Stephens squaring off. Scary incident where he gets pushed, Klose gets pushed, can't compete. gets a concussion, whiplash, something along those lines. Is there going to be a new rule implemented of some sort about these guys laying hands on each other at the face-off?
I mean, there is a rule. I mean, that's why we're there. Sean Shelby missed that one. Sean Shelby, you know, Sean and I see the thing differently. I saw it on social media and called him immediately. I was at my daughter's, I was in Orlando at the ESPN cheerleading competition.
Oh, wow.
And I saw the thing happen on social media, and I called Sean. I was like, dude, where was your head on that one? You know, he was coming in hot, and it's Jeremy Stevens. He's a savage. I mean, yeah, we're not standing there to look good and take pictures. We're there to make sure that doesn't happen.
So what's the latest on his health situation? Is that one getting rebooked sometime soon, or do you need to just wait and see?
He's a young, healthy guy. He'll get better, but it's unfortunate, and it should have never happened.
I definitely would like to have more experience like that, because I really enjoy to work with Halle Berry. She's so amazing in every way. She's amazing in acting. She's amazing in direction. She's amazing in every what you can think about, right? And I finished University of Arts, and my profession is film director, University of Arts in Kyrgyzstan. So for me, it was every time it was very like martial arts and art going next to each other, like hand by hand. And definitely I would like to do more. I hope it's gonna be like a big step towards that way in the movie business. And I would like to continue like to do both, same fighting and acting.
Has Justin Gaethje been a part of your camp at all this time around?
Yes, Justin Gaethje has been a huge part of it. We're each other's main training partners. And so it's funny, he's only had one fight in between since I've been here training and to now. But that fight happened to be Khabib, so I couldn't really be here to train with him and help him that much, you know, for that fight. But every other fight going forward, we're each other's main training partner, because Trevor really only has 3 people that he works with: myself, Justin, and Rose. But we still get together with Elevation Fight Team. Shout out to Team Elevation, and we spar with those guys.
What is it like having someone like Justin Gaethje as your sparring partner? Because I mean, on the outside, you know, we see Justin Gaethje, and you know, every fight he's in is an absolute war. Is that how sparring is like too?
I'd like to think if we uploaded our sparrings that me and him have, we'd make tons of money.
I would pay the big bucks for that. I'd pay the big bucks for that one.
We make tons of money. He's just a chaotic individual as far as bringing the fight to me, which is one thing that I like. I never like to step into the octagon and have anything feel foreign to me. And Justin does a good job of putting you in the fire, so you feel the fire during camp. So, you know, I appreciate that about him, and much respect to him for that.